Hello again. I'm back with another demo in VR. I'm still working on the stair stuff. I can't claim steps yet, but in the interest of working on steps, I set myself up with a few staircases of various steepness, just so that I can have some other test cases. I can climb up this one just fine. I can actually jump on this one just fine too, because I only have a 6-inch sphere for my feet, and the angle that it makes with the line that it's balancing on is less than a 45-degree angle, so I'm actually able to stand on this. But if I leave myself just sitting here, eventually I'll slowly slip off. But anyway, what I want to demonstrate today is proning. So if I have a crouch button, and if I tap it, I go to crouch down and up. But if I hold crouch, I go all the way down. Now I'm crawling along the ground, and I have this overhang here. And if I try to uncrouch or unprone, it won't let me while I'm underneath, but then when I get out, I automatically go into crouching position. Also, if I crouch and I hit the jump button, it'll immediately stand me up so I can do my jumping. And if I go into a run, it also immediately stands me up. But naturally, if I'm proned and I try to do a jump or I try to do a run, it won't let me do either. It'll recognize that I tried to stand up, and it'll let me go into a crouching position. Wait a minute, stand by. So I try to jump. So there I did, I just tried to jump. And that'll put me into a crouch. But if I try to run, and I can't run, or if I can't stand up to run, it still leaves me in a crawling position. I'll have to hit run again to stand back up. So the curveball, or the extra functionality that I added, is that if I go into a crouching position, but then I physically crouch, it ultimately recognizes that I'm low enough to crawl under something. And it also changes my speed. So right now I'm at a crouching speed, I'm at a crouched speed, but when I get low enough to prone, it'll slow me down even more. So that's cool. You can do a combined, you can physically crouch in VR and then hit the crouch button, and it'll send you into a prone, basically. So I crouch, and then I crouch again, and now I'm crawling. Now there's a little bit of a weirdness going on, that if I'm crouched, and if I'm physically crouched and crouched with a control, and I try to stand, it actually lets me. It's not supposed to do that. It also won't let me re-crouch for some reason. So there's a little bit of a bug there. What was another one? There was, I think, what was it that happened? I would uncrouch when I leave, but then it would freeze me in place and keep me from moving. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on there, so there's a little bit of a bug. There's also other stuff you can do, like if you run and jump and then hold crouch, if you hold crouch, it'll send you into a proning when you finally land on the floor. So that's kind of cool that all works. But in VR, as you saw, if I hold the crouch button, it's the same control that resets your viewpoint. So in VR, you just have to make sure not to hold the crouch for too long. You only need to hold it for a quarter of a second to go into prone. So that all works. Anyway, so I just wanted to show that off. It was a much easier thing to work on today than... What is going on here? Why is there a control beam? Is a control taking over? You see how my the reticle shows up? What's going on there? It's like a control, like the mouse or a game controller is taking over. And it's only happening when I'm pressing side. It was happening when I was pressing sideways. Why? What is going on there? Huh. Yeah, it's like I can't move right now. I think maybe that's what I was maybe that's what I was running into earlier with the movement being frozen. Why? Why would that be happening? Anyway, so another bug to look into. I can't imagine why. See, it's not happening now. So what was going on? Very weird. Huh. I guess I'll have to investigate that. But anyway, so proning is working. I'm still baking on how to get steps working the way I want. I don't know if I'll have anything running this weekend, but I certainly hope to have something going on with steps in the next week. And then after that, one of the next main things to focus on is either doors or scaling, where if all you do is walk up to something and you do a jump, you'll automatically scale it and climb on top. What? See, there it went again. My cursor appeared there for a short period of time. Or the reticle appeared, which meant another control took over. Don't know what's going on there. And then if you jump onto a surface with supposed handholds, you can climb it like a ladder. And then, of course, at some point I want to get ropes that you can swing on and ladders that you can climb. I'm just trying to round out the physics and make sure the engine offers all of the different ways that you can maneuver, so that once I get all that in place, I can focus more on building some actual encounters and make a real game map. So thank you for watching, and there's my reticle again. What is going on? Why is that happening? I don't know. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.